Girl, I'll be your best friend if you promise that you'll be mine. Please say he's just a friend.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for supporting your girl. Thank you for being here with your best friend. This right here is a chitty chat with your bestie. Now before we jump into the chit chat, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this video right here. You heard what I said. Now, judging by the title, you already know what we're going to talk about. And that is falling in love with yourself. Yep, you heard me. Now, I know what a lot of people think when we talk about this topic of falling in love with yourself. People say, I do love myself. I've always loved myself, But I'm going to ask this question. If you truly love yourself, if you truly do love yourself, then why do you put up with the things that you put up? Why do you allow people to treat you the way they treat you? Why do you honestly doubt yourself? Move in ways where being yourself don't feel like yourself. Why do you feel like you're never enough? Why do you feel like, or why do you have days where you honestly, don't recognize yourself, or you hate yourself? Yeah, I said it, where we have days where literally we scold ourselves. I've had days like that where I will find myself being like lazy, doubting myself, underestimating myself. And you heard what I'm saying, myself. Nobody else is doing this. It's me doing it to myself. And I remember when I was younger, someone was like, if you do this, it doesn't show that you love yourself. And I was that defensive person who was like, no, I love myself. How can you tell me I don't love myself? How dare you? But they were right. If I love myself, I would not talk down to myself. I would not question my potential. I would always put one foot in front of the other, knowing that whether I fail or not, that I'm still great, that I'm human. And I've said this before in other videos that I've done, and it's like, you have to remember that you're still human and that you're going to make mistakes and you're going to fail in places. And you have to embrace this thing called trial and error, because it will happen. Let me ask you an honest question. Do you find yourself doing stuff for everybody else? Truly, everybody else. You drop everything you're doing to make sure everybody else is happy. But you cannot literally do anything for yourself. You go into the store, you look at those pants, and you're thinking, hey, I could buy the pants. But instead of you just buying the pants, you think to yourself, I can't afford it. But if you had to buy it for someone else, you would. Or you been maybe wearing the same braids in your hair, or your car has been breaking down, and as soon as somebody else asks you for money, you are quickly giving them money, but you can use the same money for your car. People don't understand. Self-love is important. Your mental health is important. Falling in love with yourself daily, baby, is important. If you are single like me, how do you expect for someone to love you, fall in love with you, and you don't even love yourself? Now, I'm not saying this because I feel like you don't love. I feel like somebody just need to hear this. Because I had an aha moment just recently. And the aha moment for me was, bestie, what you doing? You say you want this. You say you want to be a publisher. You say you want to be an author. You say You want to be X amount of diamonds on the platform that you're on. You say you want to be great in YouTube. You say you want to be successful. You say you want to open up a nonprofit. You say all these things that I keep saying that I want. Don't it sound familiar? And I cannot see past my own BS because I make so many excuses on why I did it. And you can say, well, but this has nothing to do with you not loving yourself. No. Loving yourself is investing in yourself. Loving yourself is choosing you. Loving yourself is talking yourself out of doubt, frustration. Because you're really good at doing it for everybody else. You're just really bad when it comes to you. And I'm tired of being great for everybody else and literally suck when it comes to me or when it comes to you. Something gotta give. Say it with me. I matter. You matter. Bestie matter. We matter. And we gotta start acting like we do. We gotta start really putting our best foot forward. Not sometimes, every day. Some of y'all are moms and dads, and I'm a mom. And literally, I put my best foot forward every day for my baby. Every day. I try my best to give her my complete all. Even when I don't feel like it. Even when I'm sleepy. Even when my body tells me no. Even when I'm tired. Even like I can't make excuses because I owe it to her to give her 100%. And then I think to myself, well, I owe it to myself to give myself 100% too. I do. And then I'm talking to right now the people that have children. And then you say to yourself, well, my kids is my world. I put everything to my kids. I'm last. And it's like you always are last. You always are going to be last. Like you're always going to be last. And you're always going to find yourself in this thing called depression and anxiety and frustration and confusion. Because guess what? Here we go. Here go those excuses again of why you can't go get a facial, why you can't get your feet done, why you can't get your nails done, why you can't get your hair done, why your hair ain't been done, why you can't even make your bed. Loving yourself is the little things. You know you're gaining weight. Get it together. Drink some water. Leave the sodas alone. You say you love your kids. You say you love the people that's around you. But don't you want to live here forever? I had to have an aha moment, besties. Just recently, I said, bestie. And Bestie said, huh? And I said, how do you say you love yourself? If you allow people to do you the way they do you, and you know that you know how they treating you, but you're accepting it. Why? Why do you feel like you deserve the tail end of every stick? In life, some of y'all have gone through the ringers. Some of you guys have been through something called bullshit. I said it. I try not to curse on these videos, but I just have to say it. You've been through hell and back. I have been through hell and back. It is my turn to know what it feels like to be loved. And who gonna love me if it ain't gonna be me? You're already good and loving everybody else around you. Just put some of that effort to you. Stop making excuses why you don't got the time to put you first. When the kids are at school, go buy yourself some ice cream. Go to the store. Go get you something for you. My daughter always tell me we'll go to like Ross or Walmart or Target because you know I love Target. And my daughter goes, Mom, everything in the cart is for me? And I'm like, yeah, or the house. She goes, what about you? And I'm like, I'm not gonna get anything for me. And my daughter literally will say, Mom, no, get something for you. Do not walk out of here without getting something for you. That means that your loved ones They peep how you treat yourself. Sometimes they don't say nothing because they don't want for you to start putting yourself first. And sometimes they peep it and they say something about it, and you give them a, I'm good. Nah, I enjoy putting you first. And then you have those moments where you're sitting by yourself and you are sad because your whole world revolves around everybody else. The love is here, and if you're like me, you're in your head and you feel like no one loves you, so you might as well give the love because you have all this love inside of you. But use some of that love to love yourself. The people around you want you to be happy. And if they don't, then you literally need to cut them off. Peace is important. Love is important. People say, I'm never going to love a man again. I'm never going to love a girl again. When you break up with people or whatever and you take those breaks, literally it's you asking yourself that golden question: where did I go wrong? And where did I go wrong to allow someone to treat me the way they did and for me not to love myself? Because when you truly love yourself, you do not tolerate certain things. You do not purposely put yourself through this thing called misery. You honor yourself. You honor your boundaries. You honor the relationship with yourself and with God. You know that every day is not going to be good, and you know that every day is not going to be perfect, but it's going to be worth it. You know that the challenging days are just sometimes just for today, and tomorrow may be different. You know that loving yourself honestly makes you happy. You know that loving yourself honestly brings peace of mind. And more than anything, loving yourself honestly separates this thing called I matter to I don't. You're important.
If I was your best friend, I'd want you around all the time. Girl, I'll be your best friend if you promise that you'll be mine. Please say he's just